What's good with y'all boys, man? We back with another One Piece discussion video. You know what I'm saying? My fault for not having a discussion video out, after a few days after the chapter. We on break, so I felt like I could take my time a little bit with the chapter discussion. And plus, I really was kind of busy the past few days, you know what I mean? So look, we finna get straight into 11-11 discussion, so let's get into it. If it's any other One Piece content or anime content in general that y'all want over this 3-week break, just let me know and I can get that cooking up for y'all boys. But let's get straight into it. So obviously, we starting off this chapter with a little bit of agenda piece, you know what I'm saying? Lucci versus Zoro is basically the beginning of the chapter, so we're gonna discuss that real quick first, because it's not really too much to talk about, and I already spoke about this in the last few videos, right? Lucci's still standing, you know what I'm saying? I give bro his props, you know what I'm saying? I am a Zoro guy, but I definitely feel like Lucci deserves props for still standing and not being unconscious, knocked the fuck out after this attack, you know what I'm saying? He definitely deserves his props. Does this deserve Zoro slander? No. This deserves Lucci praise. I know in the One Piece community, when one nigga does something to another nigga, it downplays another nigga while lifting another nigga up. This is one of them situations where you just gotta give Zoro and Lucci their props. Cause while Zoro took out Lucci, and I know it's not technically a one-shot because they had been fighting, but we don't know what the fight was consistent of. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was Zoro's first and only named attack. No bandana, no King of Hell Flames. It's not specified if he was using advanced conquerors, and so I don't think so. W feet for Zoro, W feet for Lucci for still being alive, you know what I'm saying? Mama Zoro used 3 swords, sliced his ass up, gave his ass these deep ass wounds. So it's props for both of them, you know what I'm saying? And by the way, before this arc started, back when Luffy was fighting Lucci, I was a nigga who didn't want to give Rob Lucci props, but I can give him a little bit of props for this. Let me know in the comment section, do y'all think Rob Lucci is beating Katakuri? Let me know. That's an interesting question right there. Me personally, I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all boys talk about that in the comment section. But look, Jinbei comes in, grabs Zoro. He tells Zoro that he's already won the fight and shit, and it's time to get the fuck out of here, right? But the main reason Jinbei wants to get the fuck out of here is because he sees Mars and feels Mars is Haki, right? Now, people been on Jinbei's ass for this, man, talking about Jinbei acting like a pussy, man. Like, he's always talk all that shit about never running in the face of an emperor, but now he running against the Gorosei. Does this mean the Gorosei are a different animal? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do y'all think the Gorosei Haki is as hyped up as it's been the past few chapters? Because this chapter, we got a few things to go over referencing their Haki and how strong it is. So let's keep on going, scrolling down straight into that, right? Because not only does Jinbei have this one feat, not only has Jinbei specified their Haki multiple times, we've been getting hints about their Haki throughout the whole arc ever since Saturn first touchdown. Even when Luffy, before him and Kizaru even started fighting, he sent someone strong. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas Haki gotta be tough. But then we move on to Rob Lucci snitching all the deets to fucking Mars and shit, gave the info on York, the whole rundown of the island. And Rob Lucci actually showed a little bit of character progression here, in my opinion, because he actually showed some care for his boy Kaku. You know what I'm saying? We know Rob Lucci is a heartless fucking monster, but I'm honestly not even surprised that he showed this empathy for Kaku, considering the fact that them niggas have always been there for him. When he lost his job and got his ass whooped by Luffy, Kaku was there to help his ass out too. So it's only right and fair that Lucci shows that gratitude towards him, but that nigga Mars did not really want to, you know what I'm saying, give that same gratitude out. That nigga said, hey, bro, if I'm slaughtering the nest, bro, I can't save every little ant in there. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he told, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, I was wondering why Oda had Lucci still standing when I was reading this chapter live. But when I got to this part, I'm like, okay, this part's gonna be important. Before the end of this arc, either Kaku's gonna die and Lucci's gonna like feel some type of way about the government for it, for sure, or or like maybe they kill Kaku and Lucci leaves, or maybe like I'm gonna be honest, bro. They're not sparing Kaku, okay? They're not sparing him. There's no reason to have this dialogue right here and have Mars say this shit if they were gonna actually spare that nigga, alright? So these niggas gonna do some fuck shit to him. Lucci should feel the type of way. He might decide to lead the government. Who fucking knows? But I don't know, man. We'll see about that, right? But then we get on to Luffy and the Giants right now. These niggas say that Luffy looks like the god in Elbaf. Is Luffy the god of the fucking Giants, boys? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like this chapter basically confirms that that Joy Boy was a giant or buccaneer hybrid sort of figure like that. We've always had all the clues based off of the giant straw hat that Emu held on to. I feel like even in all like the fan made drawings, that nigga's been like a giant and shit. So I feel like, you know, majority of the One Piece community isn't even surprised that Joy Boy is like a god of the giant or something like that. Cause that's what it's looking like it's gonna be, right? My question is like, I just want to see how all that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? It's just more so of seeing how it played out versus actually being confused that it happened. Because it makes sense that you know what I'm saying? Joy Boy was a giant, all that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But I just want to see it all play out. Like, how did all that shit go down? And hopefully we'll get it soon. I know we're not going to get nowhere near on this arc probably, but you know what I'm saying? Whenever we get that, all it should start making way more sense. But I'm really interested to see how Luffy reacts whenever they drop this lore on him, because they're not talking about it right now, obviously, because it's a dire situation. They're probably gonna talk about it whenever they dip out of here and get on the Elbaf, you know what I'm saying? So whenever that happens, Shanks might even be able to drop a little bit of the lore too and know more information about it. Shanks' home territory is Elbaf, so it just has me thinking now, did Shanks get that fruit to, you know what I'm saying, find the new god of the giants in today's time? Is that why he had the fruit? I don't know. It got me speculating shit. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think below. And then that also makes sense. That's why the government be on the giants' dick so much, you know what I'm saying? If Luffy is the god of the giants and Sun God Nika was a giant and shit, and all this shit stemmed from him, that'll make sense why the government's on the giants' dick so heavy. It's not the fact that they're just giants, nigga. It's the fact that their worst fear in history came from this group of fucking people. And even in this chapter, we see Dorian Bragi say something like that the Gorosei look like giant beasts from the jungle in Elbaf. And I've seen people take this statement very literally and assume shit that maybe the Gorosei's forms is how like shit used to look in the ancient kingdom in Elbaf or something. I don't know about that. I wouldn't take it that far, but I also wouldn't be surprised if that was actually what happened here. Because I know I've heard a lot of people say that they think the giants could be the key to damage in the Gorosei. The giants might know about some techniques or magic or anything like that to damage the Gorosei. So let me know what y'all think about that shit in the comment section below. But then Giant's gonna blow the horn and get out of here, right? And this is when we get another reference to how strong the Gorosei's Haki is this chapter. Topman sees them niggas blowing the horn, signaling to leave and shit, so he says he's gonna blow a horn of his own. Now when he said that shit and I was reading, I'm like, all right, bro, what the fuck he talking about, right? Niggas started roaring. I thought I was a regular basic ass roar. I got to laugh at that bro's ass, right? Until I scrolled down and I saw shit breaking, niggas getting pushed back. Nigga even pushed all of Luffy's fucking scars off. Now my question is, right, because this is very interesting. I could just be thinking too hard about this, but I'm interested. I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Topman pushed Luffy's scars off, right? Now, I thought Luffy's Toon Force and his little shenanigans was like, I didn't know like if someone else hit him, it could make all his shit fall off. You know what I'm saying? Basically what I'm saying is this Topman's? Does Topman have any sort of Toon Force, or is this just Luffy shit just being goofy and reacting to the attack? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's just Luffy being goofy reacting to the attack, because if the Gorosei, any of the Gorosei had a power similar to Luffy's, they probably wouldn't fear the fruit so much. Emu, on the other hand, might be a different story. He probably got some shit similar to this shit, right? But Topman and them, no, I don't think so. I think this is just a crazy reaction by Luffy. Like, nigga really, scars, hat, shoes, everything literally fell out. Got this nigga basically naked. And this nigga Luffy is putting the scars back on, bro. Like, okay, my question is, bro, like, if he gets a new scar, can he just take that bitch off and he say, nah, I don't like that one, or what? You know what I'm saying? This is nasty. But anyway, this is where it gets revealed that Topman has Conqueror's Haki Roar. Now, this is similar to the Big Mom Conqueror's Haki Roar that we saw a while ago back, but I definitely want to say that his Conqueror should be stronger than Big Mom's. You know what I'm saying? This nigga been helping run the world for the past 800-900 years alongside the other four Gorosei and Emu. Also, this nigga's probably more so like, you know, we assume him to be a demon, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go on the limb here and say that their Haki has to be stronger than Big Mom's, right? Right, like this Conqueror's Haki has to be stronger than Big Mom. Stronger than Kaido's? Debatable, you know what I'm saying? I know Big Mom and Kaido are very close, but I'm gonna know, for right now, we just gonna assume that they got stronger Haki than them niggas. Even though we don't got no reason to assume that, other than the fact that everybody's been hyping their Haki up. We haven't seen no advanced Conquerors, no Conquerors or infusion attacks, no Rio, none of that shit from these niggas. But at the same time, I feel like the reason why we're not seeing any of that from these niggas, they haven't really had the need Well, I guess Venus Jiro used Haki on his blade, right? He's the only one who's like, he's used Haki on his blade. The rest of these niggas really got like abilities type shit because they're in their zone forms. I feel like if these niggas went hybrid form though, oh my God, we'd see all sorts of crazy ass shit. That's what because that's what a lot of niggas really haven't been talking about. These niggas are only in pure zone form. And if I'm not mistaken, for majority of the zones that we've seen, well, that's assuming that they're zones, right? Like, but let's just, even if they're not zones, even if they're not devil fruits, let's assume they can still have hybrid forms and all that shit, right? Because it would make sense for them to, right? So, because Saturn had a hybrid form, yeah. So even if they're not devil fruits, he have to have a hybrid form. So, let's just say like, I think if I'm not mistaken, most of the zones or forms in this series where you're in the full animal form is considered the weakest out of the hybrid, full zone, or just base. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's considered the weakest form because I'm not mistaken, Kaido's dragon form was the weakest one. Lucci's full-on cheetah form is the weakest one. You know what I'm saying? When they're in the full animal version, it's not the full potential of the fruit. So if the Haki and all this, the abilities and the shit already looking crazy and cold right now, imagine when these niggas fully go hybrid from, you know what I mean? Like, because I've seen a lot of niggas try to downplay the Gorosei and be like, nah, these niggas frauds. Don't compare them to Big Mama Kaido, but bro, I hate to break it to y'all niggas. The Gorosei and the Marines could have ended the Yonko a long time ago, bro. If you got 5 Gorosei, and all of them can compete with an admiral, because obviously, right? Because Kizaru don't got conquerors, from what we know. So they definitely can beat Kizaru or compete with Kizaru. Kizaru's stronger than Fujitora and Green Bull, in my opinion. So unless I'm just wrong about that, then they're beating or competing with all 3 of the admirals right now. The only one that you're gonna have to argue with is Akainu. But then you gotta think about it, bro. If the government then had all these people all this time, the government never gave a fuck about the Yonko for real. And you can say, oh, then why would they worry when such and such met up? Bro, because that shit affects the world around, and that affects the pirates around, and that affects islands around, that affects how these niggas get the heavenly tribute money. That affects the fucking economy. In the grand scheme of things, as long as these pirates not affecting the fucking economy and these niggas making money, the government could really give 2 fucks, bro. They could give 2 fucks. They don't really give a fuck about the pirates for real, right? And the government also low-key needs the pirates for them to keep their schemes going. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Morge, because, you know, Morge made a good video talking about that. But yeah, the admirals could have, not the admirals, the Yonko could have been cooked by the government, bro. Akainu, Aokiji, Kizaru, 5 Gorosei, and Imu, and Holy Knights we still ain't seen yet, but y'all, it's still niggas out here thinking Yonko just slamming the Marines. No, bro. These niggas could have dealt with that anytime they fucking wanted to, right? But anyway, let's go back to the fucking chapter. Conqueror's Haki Roar, you know what I'm saying, flexing this shit real quick. Then this nigga does like a little spin flip in like the bull form, right? And it's like, I don't know if his tusks turn into blades or some shit. That's what the fuck it looks like. If so, that is insane. How the fuck do his tusks turn into blades? Or is he putting Haki on them and making them sharp? I'm not really too sure. I feel like whenever, like I said, whenever we see these niggas go hybrid form and shit, we'll get a better breakdown of their power. But I'm gonna be honest. Well, no, cause Venus Jiro went hybrid form. I was just gonna say no one's gone hybrid form, but that's a lie, cause Venus Jiro has. So maybe, cause I was gonna say, maybe we probably won't see anybody go hybrid form on this island, but we probably will, cause Jiro has. Unless Jiro's gonna be the only one who he sends into the hybrid form, which I wouldn't be surprised, because it's like he has a sword. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time you're gonna have to use that shit with hands. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It just makes sense for him to be hybrid form majority of the time. But just imagine how like Mars would look in hybrid form, my nigga. That menacing looking ass bird. So imagine like he just grows wings on his back and has like the regular looking humanoid body and shit, but with like some crazy ass wings and shit, like on some Marco shit. That shit would be nasty as fuck, bro. Like, I think hybrid form wise, Mars, Saturn, shit, even Jupiter's hybrid form could go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section, who do y'all think could have the best fucking hybrid form here? But then, man, the Giants sit here and, like, I guess they deflect Topman's attack, throw him up in the sky real quick. Of course, it does zero fucking damage. And then you got the boy Saturn coming back out here spitting gumballs out of his mouth, basically. That's what the fuck it looked like. It was basically fucking poison balls, right? Venom. And this is where my nigga Luffy shocked the shit out of me this fucking past week, bro. Oh my god. It's like every chapter or every other chapter, Oda is giving us banger, crazy Gear 5 attacks. And I am all here for it, bro. I don't understand how some of y'all niggas can hate on this Gear 5 shit. I can understand if you just feel like, you know, sometimes he gets a little too goofy. Understandable if you feel like sometimes he gets a little goofy, right? And excuse me, I'm trying to fix my dread cap right now. But there's no way when you see stuff like this, bro. Like, y'all niggas be complaining when he be doing little shit like the eyes popping out. Like when Vegapunk was getting stabbed and his eyes was popping out. But come on, man. Look at this. He's grabbing a tree, a hologram tree, because isn't everything on this island holographic, right? So if I'm not mistaken, he's grabbing a fucking hologram, bro, turning it into a physical object, a bat, and then let's not to mention, he spawned the paint and the paintbrush out of thin fucking air. He's literally pulling it out of his ass, bro. I don't know where the fuck he got that shit from. And then he spawns the baseball cap out of his ass too, bro. And to top it all off, I've seen niggas say him painting the fucking baseball bat black is him painting Haki on the fucking, like, oh my god, my nigga. We done got the Mihawk memes really done became real in the fucking story. This nigga is painting Haki on a baseball bat, bro. If that's true, that is insane. But this is why niggas say it's true. It's because Saturn's using a fucking, some sort of devil fruit-ish type power, right? And usually you need Haki to touch elements. If it's venom and it's liquid, you need Haki to deflect that. So obviously the bat gotta be covered in Haki. And this nigga Luffy just hitting home runs laughing with this shit. This is why I got Luffy tatted, man. Go bet, you know what I'm saying? When I was watching this shit, Luffy wasn't even my favorite character, but ever since like Wano and the Gear 5 shit, Luffy and Zoro my niggas, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, bro. So the shit explodes. Luffy starts busting out laughing at these niggas. But of course, the giants think they're down, but Luffy tells them nah, that they can't die. Now, do y'all genuinely think that they can't fucking die or what? Because this is the thing. The only way we know of how they can be immortal is an immortality surgery. Do y'all really think it's gonna be 5 people in history, 6 including Emu? So they done found 6 niggas in 800-900 years who all gave them the surgery. Something about that just don't sound right to me. Cause I feel like, but Oda doesn't really have to show us the past users of the fruit. I just feel like that just doesn't seem right to me. Them finding that shit 6 times, but they couldn't get the gum fruit once? That just doesn't sound right to me, bro. Y'all can get a hold of Law shit 6 times and make 6 different niggas immortal, but y'all can get a hold of Luffy shit once. But then again, Luffy shit was a zone, so it can physically avoid them. So it kind of makes a little sense. But then again, I still don't know about that. But maybe, what if something else out there granted them this regenerative ability? What if they're not just immortal and they can just regenerate? But I know a lot of niggas gonna say, nah, they gotta be immortal because they never age from when you see from flashbacks and shit, which is very fucking true. But one thing about these niggas that's 100% is that they can be damaged because we see scars on all of them. Whether those scars were there before they got the regeneration or immortality power or after they've been damaged before. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that honestly, they're not I don't think all 5 of them niggas got the surgery. I'm gonna say it straight up. I feel like Emu maybe have blessed them with some immortality, some bullshit, something like that. Maybe, I'm not too sure, right? But I don't think all 5 of them had it. It's something with a few of them, and maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of them that just got something a little different. Cause I just really don't see them finding that devil fruit 6 times and doing the surgery 6 times. Cause if you did it 6 times, what's stopping you from doing it more times? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you can get that shit 6 times, why not get it so the God Knights could be immortal too? I mean, we don't know if they're immortal. They could be, but I'm just saying, you know, if the God Knight's not immortal, then I'm gonna definitely be looking at this shit like, okay, then I don't think they all got the surgery. Because if you're just constantly finding the fruit like that, why not keep finding it and looking for it until you can get a majority of your forces with that shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's summing up with that shit 100%, right? Hopefully we figure that shit out soon. But basically, Marines are going for Bonnie. They're close to the ship. Sanji's pushing up to against the ship of Vegapunk as well. Everybody's hauling ass, right? We finally see York this chapter as well, bro. So I guess my theories about York joining Blackbeard are looking dead as fuck right now. You know what I'm saying? I have fun making those videos. I really felt like that was what was going to happen to York. But that arises a bigger question. What will happen to York? I don't know if I'm going to make a separate video talking about this because we do have a 3-week break. So if y'all want a video about me discussing what could potentially happen with York and her fate in One Piece or on Egghead after Egghead as a whole, let me know because I kind of want to do that, right? Because I genuinely don't know what she would be doing after this arc. In my opinion, it made perfect sense for her to go to Blackbeard. She wants to become Celestial Dragon. Blackbeard's trying to, you know what I'm saying, be a part of that and take over the world. It makes a lot of sense. Blackbeard's smart. York is smart. York has knowledge that Blackbeard would definitely want to take advantage of. But now, since she's still here and the Gorosei are here and it seems like the Blackbeard pirates are gone, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to this bitch. She's definitely not coming with us. The Straw Hat, she's definitely fucking not. Will she go back with the Gorosei? If she goes back with the Gorosei, what is she really gonna be fucking doing? You know what I'm saying? Maybe she does go back there with the Gorosei. Maybe she goes out with them and she's their little lapdog or she just works for them or whatever. And then maybe when Blackbeard decides to invade Emu or whatever the fuck, that's when she goes to him. Because I'm going to be honest, I just don't see York being with the government the entire, like for the rest of the series. I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see that shit, honestly. But I'm probably going to make a video about that soon. So yeah, we're going to get off of that. And then we get this nigga Kizaru, man. Oh boy, this nigga Kizaru, bro. Kizaru might have single-handedly cooked the admirals after this arc, bro. He might have single-handedly have burnt them niggas in their agenda. The only admiral I still really got some faith in, who I think it could potentially bang with some Yonkos at this point, is Akainu. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it still hasn't been revealed if Akainu don't got Conquerors or not. And you know, if Akainu got Conquerors, because I believe Akainu and Aokiji was like, were goated. I feel like they were a step ahead of the other admirals always. So them two niggas, I hold them to a different standard than these three. You know what I'm saying? Green Wolf, Fujitora, Kizaru. Because them three niggas, boy, oh my god. But any fucking way, yeah. Let me know how y'all feel about Kizaru, man. Definitely, I don't even want to say he disappointed this arc, but he kind of did. Like, I know, like, when niggas heard Kizaru was coming here, everybody was hyped. We like, oh, we finna get Kizaru versus Luffy. Or we might get a tag team match with Kizaru. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, the bro came here, was conflicted half of the time. First half, he wanted to be a cog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, came in, got one-shotted, got back up, got dealt with again while he was dealing with Saturn 2. Like, I don't know, Kizaru, I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel about him, though. Then we end off the chapter with the ancient robot finally waking up, and his words are, "Forgive me, Joy Boy." Now, I genuinely don't know what the fuck to think about this. The only thing I could think about is Zunisha. Is Joy Boy similar to Zunisha in the fact that I said it's Joy Boy, fuck. Is the ancient robot similar to Zunisha? You know, right? You know what I'm saying? Obviously so, because they know Joy Boy in some way, shape, or form. Did the Iron Giant, is he apologizing for something he did in the past? Just like how Zunisha is walking because she committed a crime, right? Now, I'm not really fucking sure. This last panel kind of left me confused, dead ass. I can't even lie. I was reading this shit. This shit kind of left me fucking confused. I'm low-key thinking that maybe this robot was like, I don't know, like, this robot is obviously a giant, right? I feel like whoever made this robot tried to make one of the real giants into just a robot, and somehow, some way, for some reason, Joy Boy befriended this fucking robot, right? And Joy Boy would, like, command the robot to do shit similar to Zunisha. I know niggas have been saying maybe Joy Boy got his own fucking crew like Luffy, and this robot was a part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised about that either. But this nigga and Joy Boy definitely got a lot of correlation, because now it's basically confirmed that Joy Boy's a giant. You know what I'm saying? This robot's a giant. giants in the One Piece world are very fucking important. You know what I'm saying? It's not really too much for me to say about this last page. But yeah, I'm interested to see on what the fuck the lore with this nigga finna be. Obviously, we know he tried attacking the Holy Land and shit, so maybe he was doing that shit for Joe. Maybe Joe Boy told him to do that shit, and then he failed, and that's why he's apologizing. That's really the best I fucking got is him. Yeah, that actually might be spot on, right? The government fucked over Joy Boy. The giant was finna spin back on the Holy Land for fucking over Joy Boy, and that's probably why he's apologizing, because he couldn't help Joy Boy out and he fucking failed. That's probably what it is. That's the best I got, you know what I'm saying? But let me know any theories y'all got in the comment section about the Iron Giant. Like I said, I asked a couple questions throughout this video, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all think Kizaru, how y'all feel about him. Do y'all think Rob Lucci is comparable to Katakuri after this most recent chapter? And let me know what you think about the Iron Giant. And let me know if y'all think the Gorosei Haki is top tier. Are they up there? Are they top 10, 15 characters of all time in the series have so far? I know it might be a little too early, but just let me know y'all predictions. You know what I'm saying? It's fun making predictions and seeing if we right or wrong later or not. Like I said, 3-week break on One Piece, so let me know what content y'all want. Obviously, I'm going to do a prediction when it gets close to the chapter come out. I'm probably going to make that York video talking about what her fate could be too. Any ideas y'all want, let me know. Even if it's just stuff like Agenda Piece or Frog Talk, anything like that, bro. Or even other shows, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out, man. Peace.